relevancy.com, where you can get your multimedia, your web designs, and your logos done also. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the man on right now. Talented brother, funny brother, singing brother, but most importantly, blessed brother from what I can tell from his work as well. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Wade. What's going on, man?
Man, what's going on, Doc? Appreciate all those compliments, man. I don't deserve them all.
It's all good. Hey, listen, man. It takes one to know it, man. You can recognize talent when it's there, man. You definitely have it. So, I want to thank you for coming on to the show. It's an honor to have you on.
Oh, thank you so very much, man. I'm always honored when somebody just sees my talent and appreciates it and just shows love across the board. You feel me?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
It's funny because, and I would like to say everybody knows, but at the same time, for people who just been, in a hole for the past 3-4 years, everybody knows that the first hit, like the first come on, I guess, for you really was obviously the YouTube viral video of you and the Trey Songz impersonation, which I gotta admit I saw it on World Star. I died laughing. But what it was for me was a friend of mine was like, hey, listen, man, there's this dude out in my area, man, who's he's got some music that's really dope, man. Why don't you check him out? I was like, all right, well, what is it? And it was a song called "Take You Off the Market." I was like, yo, that's dope. I was like, who is it? Like, they're like, this is a dude by the name of Phil Wade. And I was like, yo, that's the dude. That's that's him. Yeah. I was like, I had no clue.
Yeah.
I was like, I had no clue that you were vocal like that,
Yeah, man. When the Trey Songz video popped off, man, it was just an opportunity for me. Really, that's what I've been doing with my homies so many years, but nobody knows and nobody knew. And so when it popped off, I finally had the opportunity to just get in front of the camera or get caught in front of the camera. I was just like, they were just like, Phil, why don't you sing, or why don't you do poetry, or why don't you showcase your talent or your fashion or whatever. And I was just doing everything, just having fun like a kid in the playground, man. And it was just a beautiful thing, a beautiful way for artists to express themselves. You feel me?
All right, I hear you on that. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Rochester, New York, upstate. Grew up there, grew up in New Jersey. Later moved to Dallas, and then went to school at HBCU, or Prairie View A&M University, and graduated from there back in 2007.
All right. Oh, now, because you are HBCU representative, we were talking about this on my last show, and actually now I want to get your perspective on this. Do you feel that HBCUs are still relevant in today's society?
Oh, my goodness. HBCUs are very relevant. For instance, my school, Prairie View A&M University, has one of the top engineering programs out of the HBCUs and are well respected and still a growing community and a growing college. It's getting more beautiful, and oh my goodness, I love. Well, as you can see, I'm biased. I'm totally biased, but it's a grand place for people like us, and even people that are not like us. When they come to our university, they are still welcome. And it's a beautiful place to network. It's a beautiful place to grow. It's not as large as some of your other mainstream universities, but it's still a great place for you to network and to meet other people and to feel like a family. And that's the importance of these HBCUs, that family structure that a lot of young adults need when they're getting ready to go into college. So I'm an advocate of HBCUs all day. Small colleges, HBCUs, helping us, help us, will. I'm an advocate of it, man, all day, up and down. I can make anybody go to HBCU. I don't care which color you are. Yeah, so it was a great experience. It was a great experience, man.
Most definitely. Well, I guess you heard there first. He's an advocate for HBCUs. Now, watching your listening to your vocals and watching you do your comedy and just and actually, watching you, how you interact online, on your Instagram and on your Twitter pages, I can tell that there is a deep root of growing up in the church. Am I correct in believing that?
Oh, you are all the way correct about that, Doc. All the way correct, yeah.
All right, well, because I saw it, I was like, he had to grow up in the church, man. So, like, growing up in church or being around church, what was that like? Do you feel like it shaped really where you are right now as far as like how you approach your music?
Not necessarily how I approach my music, but more so how I approach freedom in life. Like I approach it. My relationship with God and in church helps me to approach every situation like whatever I go after is mine. You know, whatever I want to do and freedom of expression, you know, is mine. You know, in some regard, you know, to keeping everything proper. But it really helped me in my foundation as far as my faith, because, you know, in this line of business, you get told a lot of no's. You're going to hear a lot of no's, and you just have to be strong in your faith. You got to be strong in your talent. You have to believe in yourself, and it's just that reinforcement that I need daily that helps me get it going. Everybody gets their gas from someplace. You might get it from Shell. You might get it from Texaco. You might get it from wherever. You might get it from Exxon, but I know where I go to get my gas from to get me through the week. And I really hope right. I know I can get my gas from it, and you know, if I can inspire somebody else, then it's that day is well spent. The energy towards that day is well spent. So that's all I want to do is just shine my light so other people can see how dope you can be and still be relevant in 2013. Because it's hard to see that in 2013. All they see is mainstream, and what you got to do, you got to pull it up, let it all fall out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just trying to shine my light, man, and hopefully people take notice that there are a plethora of ways that you can still be creative and still be dope at the same time while still showing, you know, love to God and whatnot.
And let the church say amen on that note. Now, I'm also looking at this right now. Like I said, you've opened up for you know, a multitude of different artists, you know, Wale, Avant, Mario. Is there one experience that dealing in this industry that has really stood out to you the most? Is there one in particular?
There is one in particular, and actually last season of American Idol, I believe I made it like the top 100, top 90 something, I can't remember. But nonetheless, I got put off the show maybe because I was too old. You know, they like to pick their younger at teenage or low 20s. But I know that every time I got on stage, the love that I got from people who weren't my color, the security guards, cameramen, it was unparalleled. And that's when I knew I was so focused, you know. That's when I knew that I, you know, kind of had the juice to kind of build up my confidence, because I got love from everybody. Even when they put me off the show, people were asking, like, why did he get kicked off the show, or why did he blah, blah, blah. Nobody had a reply. None of the judges had a reply. So that's when I was like, man, hey, whatever I do in this world, I just got to make it. I got to make it do what it do on my own. I can't, you know, depend on mainstream, because that's those TV politics and the politics of getting your song on the radio and things of that nature is so deep and so thorough. You know, it's stupid. It's stupid. So, and a lot of people get discouraged because of that. So that American Idol experience, it really helped me see that the natural population of America, they do show me love. You know, old white women, they were showing me, oh my God, you were grabbing your crotch, but you were so into it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know that was the moment that I needed to help me, you know, go ahead and get out there and just do me.
And there it is. Now, also, I was looking at, you know, you opened up for Avant, and we had Avant on some time ago, and we were talking about his musical influences. Now, while growing up, who were your major influences as far as your music and also just vocally, if there were any?
Oh my goodness, Donny Hathaway, which I have to make a direct comparison to Layla Hathaway because they sound almost, you know, Layla's a little bit more jazzier, but Donny Hathaway was just an arranger and vocalist that was like, oh my gosh, you know, he was the man back then. Besides his medical conditions, he was the man before and even while he was going through that. So him, definitely Michael Jackson, got to say that. James Brown, Sam Cooke, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. Later on in the game, you got, you know, Kanye West, of course, Andre 3000, Janelle Monáe, who I'm going to see tonight.
Dig.
Yeah, a lot of those people really shaped me, man, and just gave me that confidence of, hey, you could be an individual. You don't have to be cookie cutter, and you can still be dope. It don't matter what you do. if you can make paper planes very, very well, they going to put your paper plane in a museum, and you finna get boppers off of that. Oh, my God, he make paper planes so good. Oh, my God. You know? And so just them knowing, just them showing, so exemplifying what it is to be, you know, an individual, just to, you know, establish your own lane. You know, Robert Frost, Two Roads Diversion in their road, pick your own road. They did that, man, and that's what gave me a lot of confidence, too. So I definitely look up to them.
All right. Hey, listen, guys, if you're just not tuning in live to the Brandon Watlington Show today, we have special guest Phil Wade here on the Brandon Watlington Show, and we're going to be debuting live here on our show. It's already been out already, but debuting on this show a brand new single of his called Good Intentions. Now, before we get into that right now, just tell me a little bit about the backstory behind this song.
All right, Good Intentions. Good Intentions, first of all, my genre of music is called hip soul. My genre of music is called hip soul, and it's basically an infusion. It's the fusion between hip-hop, soul music. So you're going to hear that funk, whether it be in the percussion or whether it be something to me. I may be spitting a couple bars every now and then. I may spit a couple bars or whatnot, but it's soul music because soul music is timeless. It's hip-hop because I'm bridging the gap and meeting my people where they are today. And this song, Good Intentions, I'm working with a producer who I've been knowing. He also went to a HBCU with me. His name is King Henry. He's a producer here in Houston, Texas. And we just came up with that track. It was really organic. And what I originally wrote for that song, it didn't go down, but we were in the studio and it just came out. It just definitely just came out from the soul. You know, the soul, you can't pre-plan it sometimes. You know, I like to call Jay-Z a soul artist to a certain extent because when he gets in the studio, it's like whatever the music says. When you go into the studio with Rick Ross, not with Rick Ross, but with Jay-Z. Matter of fact, Rick Ross went into the studio with Jay-Z when they did that song, F for Me, You Know I Got It. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said, like, it was no planning. When you go into a session with Jay-Z, it either happens right there or it doesn't happen at all. So that's soul inspired. You hear the songs that Rick Ross makes with John Legend, and so it's like it happens right there. So that's why I'm so in love with soul music. So Good Intentions is a soul track. It's about, you know, having good intentions. You want to look out for the girls and saying how that you want to make her feel the way that she's always dreamed of feeling, you know, internally and externally. And so it's just a smooth groove. I'm on my grown man, if you will. So, yeah, I want people.
That's what's up.
yeah, I'm on my grown man. Yeah.
All right, well, listen, I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm going to let you introduce your song to the masses out there, so go ahead and take it away.
Here's the new. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Phil Wade. Once again, let me back and reintroduce myself. This is the new single, hip soul single, produced by King Henry, sung by myself. It's called Good Intentions. Hip soul, y'all be on the lookout. Album coming soon. Yes, sir.
Brandon Watlington Show, let's go. blogtalkradio.com. This is the Brandon Watlington Show. That was Mr. Phil Wade with Good Intentions. My brother, yo, listen, I dig, and I dig.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
I really like the feel in that, man. The chorus, the strings, the horns, and everything. That's a beautiful composition right there, man. That's really great.
Live music, man. I'm definitely about making timeless music, and I'll sacrifice whatever. Well, not too much money, but I'll sacrifice, whatever it takes to have my artistry appreciated as it should be, man. And that's live music. That's my homie Jay Bracy on bass, man. Oh my goodness. I'm an advocate of it, man. And I don't want to be flaky. I don't want to make hits right now, or what society says a hit is, because you don't remember them tomorrow. And I'm about, that soul music. Hip-hop and soul music will never die. No doubt about it. So that's what I'm
the
about,
truth, man. And I can already tell you, man, you're going to be my friend for life, because I know I can talk to you about music like forever and a day, because you are on the same wavelength I'm on right now with that. There's a difference between hot music and then timeless music. So I agree with you hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down about that. Now, real quick, because I like I said, we can talk about the music all day long, but I know I got other stuff that we got to talk about here, and it's so much. Now, tell me a little bit, okay, we got, you got your hands in everything. I mean, you got the comedy, you got the, singing. I mean, you rap as well. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that. You got the Philway TV, you got the bow tie collection. All right, basically, are you like getting your Diddy on? That's what it sounds like to me, man.
Man, I'm a young mogul, and I've made more mistakes. Hey, dude, I've made more mistakes than mistakes have made mistakes, dude. And I'm learning the game. I'm learning the game, man. And it's hard to be what Diddy is, to be what Jay-Z is, to be what these guys are. It's hard, man. It's hard. And even more so Kanye, because he's doing some things. He's trying to design water bottles and Coke bottles and stuff like that. Architecture on plastic. Architecture on plastic.
Tell you, like he says, where's the culture?
Right.
It's like, where's the culture at, man?
It's hard. It's hard, man, trying to be a mogul. So I'm learning, I'm making mistakes, but it's a beautiful struggle, man.
I hear that. Hey, listen, how can people get in contact with you? How can people hit you up online on Twitter, on Instagram, and obviously on YouTube, because obviously that's where we can find everything about you, especially that Drake Start From the Bottom song. How can they subscribe and find out where to find you at?
Man, you can find me on YouTube at Philway TV. You can find me on my homie's YouTube channel, SPB2 Studios. You can find me on Twitter, Mr. Philway, Instagram, Mr. Phil. Follow me on Instagram, because Instagram is the truth. I'm going to go ahead and let that be known, because a lot of people are coming up. Fashionistas, musicians, everybody is winning. Comedians are really winning off of Instagram. And so follow me on Instagram for sure, Mr. Philway, with 2 L's and everything, 2 L's.
2 L's on everything. Also, hey, listen, I was told, and I heard a rumor here that you're going to be doing some shows pretty soon.
Yeah, man. I'm doing shows all the time. Lately, as of late, besides my own shows, I have the opportunity to open up for my favorite R&B singer of all time, and I'm talking about '90s, from '90s R&B. That sound. I had the opportunity to open up a tank at the House of Blues.
Wow.
The show was sold out. Got to sign the wall on the House of Blues. Sold out wall. That was very tight. And, yeah, man, I had the opportunity to open up for him. So as far as my shows, as of right now, I'm really working on my album. I'm hosting a few things here and there, but won't be having a show until 2014.
All right, getting it prepped up. Well, hey, I understand, man. Listen, it takes time to perfect the craft. So we already know that you got perfected, and that when you go out there to the masses, everybody's going to be blessed. So listen, once again, I want to thank Mr. Philway for being on the Brandon Watlington Show. My brother, thank you for coming on. Please come back and join us again soon, okay?
Yes, I have one more quick note. I do have a bow tie line collection. Yes, the Philway bow tie line collection. It's called Wade and Hawkins bow tie. I promise it is like no other bow tie that you have seen. And I can sound so cliche, but I'm so not lying. This is like a bow tie collection that is really going to put the consumer in control of how they look. That's all I'm going to say about it. But
check it out right there.
Yes.
Check him out right there. Mr. Phil Wade, I appreciate you for coming on, okay? God bless.